Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Altriki and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
In the news tonight, candidate numbers assigned. PM rejects offer to debate NFP leader. And Unity Fiji leader criticises economic policy.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Smith.
The candidate ball draw took place today with the 235 candidates contesting the 2018 election assigned a 3-digit number that will be their official identification on the ballot paper. The random draw, with numbers starting with 508 to 743, took a little over an hour to complete, with the entire process televised live across the country. Maggie Boyle reports.
Under Section 36 of the Electoral Act, all candidates for the general election will be randomly assigned.
The candidate ball draw is a significant aspect in the lead-up to polling day, one that specifies the campaign trail for all political parties. With police on hand to ensure transparency, the draw began with the random numbers assigned to the candidates who were listed alphabetically.
Tonga Selai, Akbar Rosi, Ali Himayat, Bainimarama Josiah Vorenge, Bainivalu Taina,
Bala Parveen Kumar.
Today's candidate ball draw adding some finality to the fact that we're heading to the polls in 27 days. All of the 235 candidates now have a 3-digit number that will effectively identify them on the ballot paper. With the candidates now officially numbered, the Fijian Elections Office now turns their focus to pre-polling.
The printing of the ballot paper process has commenced from last night. Postal ballot printing has completed, and we are now printing ballot papers for the pre-poll.
Pre-poll voting is expected to begin on the 5th of next month. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Now that all the 235 candidates know their numbers that will appear on the ballot papers, they are expected to ramp up their campaign. Many candidates say they had already planned their campaign and will now act on it. Kelly Vavala reports.
Most of the candidates and their supporters were present at GPH to witness the ball draw process this morning.
Now we can go out and finalize our marketing material, posters, banners, social media campaign and all those things.
We have to go all out in campaigning the number. So we say that it should have been sooner, even 3 months.
The parties have welcomed the process, saying it was transparent.
What has happened today is really what the candidates need, and we're in the final lap and we're ready for 14th November.
I can't wait for this to happen. I've been around Wanwalevu, the villagers there, they want change. They can't wait for change.
It was a good process. We were there, 4 of us from our party. We like the transparency of it.
The names, numbers and photos of all candidates, which you can refer to while casting your vote during a pre-poll or on election day, will be available in the voter instruction booklet. Kelly Vatala, FBC News.
The Fijian Elections Office began printing ballot papers last night after the Electoral Commission confirmed that a total of 235 candidates will contest the election. During a media tour of the printing facility in Suva, Supervisor of Elections Mohammed Saneem confirmed that as of this afternoon, 20,000 postal ballot papers have been printed. Akusita Tale was at the site and filed this story.
A total of 764,850 ballot papers will be printed for the November 14 poll here at the Star Printry building at Raiwanga, Suva. The election officials are waiting for the voter instruction booklet, following which the postal ballot papers will be packed.
The folding process is very carefully calibrated to ensure that when the ballot paper is folded, the number of the candidates are not crossed over. So this is a postal ballot. Right, this will go out to the voters as early as Friday.
Saneem also revealed the printing of the voter instruction booklet was delayed by 4 hours, as Sodalpa had not sent clear pictures of their candidates.
We hope that we are able to catch up, as the printing will be done overnight. and we should be in a position to start with the dispatch of postal votes as early as tomorrow.
The police officers are present at the site, watching over the process.
The Fiji Police Force has got at any point in time minimum of 50 police personnel around the printing facility, and they're also keeping an eye through other means as well.
A total of 92,400 pre-poll ballot papers and 652,450 election day ballot papers will be printed. The FAO has received around 4,000 postal voting applications, but is expecting the number to increase by October 24th. Akusita Tale, FBC News.
We now join Akusita Tale, who was part of the group that toured the printing facility today. Akusita, what else can you tell us following the commencement of the printing of ballot papers?
Jackie, I can definitely tell you that the Fijian Elections Office is not wasting any time as they get right down to business, printing 764,850 ballot papers, and this includes the pre-poll ballot papers, the postal ballot papers, as well as the election day ballot papers. And as earlier mentioned, the printing of the voter instruction booklet containing names and photos of each of the candidate was delayed. However, this has been rectified, and once printed, this booklet will give voters ample time or enough time to familiarize themselves with the candidate numbers that they wish to vote for come November 14. And Jackie, we can also confirm that as of this afternoon, the Elections Office has so far received 4,000 postal voting applications, and these numbers are expected to increase once the application process ends on the 24th of October, which is next Wednesday at 5 p.m.
Thanks so much for that update, Akusita. The growth of the country's economy was one of the many things discussed between Unity Fiji leader Savanatha Narumbe and its supporters last night at their campaign meeting at Khalsa Road, Nasinu. Narumbe believes Fiji needs an economist to take the country forward and not a lawyer or a former soldier. Anna Ravulo reports.
The country's 9 years of economic growth has been rubbished by Unity Fiji leader and economist Savanatha Narumbe.
The economy is growing, for sure. I agree. But it's too low. It's too low to provide us with enough income, with enough jobs, because this government doesn't have an economic vision. They lack this economic vision because why? It's a lawyer doing this work. A lawyer knows the law. Economists like myself know the economy.
You know, he's saying a military person and a lawyer. They are the head of the IMF. You know, Savanatha Narumbe should know this. The head of the IMF is actually a lawyer by profession, who became the Minister for Finance in France, and she's now the head of IMF.
Saad Kayum says comments made by Narumbe is absurd.
A number of things have happened, and for Savanatha Narumbe to make this kind of superfluous comments is quite ridiculous.
We need a new economic vision that provides us with robust growth. We have the solution here in Unity Fiji.
Meanwhile, according to the Asian Development Bank's forecast growth for this year, it remains unchanged for Fiji at 3.6%. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
Professor Biman Prasad is irrelevant, says Fiji First Leader Vorengem Bainimarama. He made the statement in rejecting Biman's invitation to a debate in the lead-up to the election. Akusita Tale reports.
I'm inviting the Prime Minister for a debate on the issues such as high cost of living.
The NFP leader on Tuesday extended an invitation to his Fiji First counterpart Vorengem Bainimarama to talk on several issues affecting Fijians. However, this was rejected.
Don't make himself relevant to me. He is nothing. Biman Prasad is nothing. When I'm finished with my manifesto, I don't need to debate with anyone.
Some of the claims made by Biman Prasad include health services, the sugar and the dairy industry, as well as the housing industry.
He should go and explain to the people why they cannot go to the supermarket and afford all those decent food items, given their income today. So, Prime Minister, stop this racist propaganda.
Bainimarama stressed he has always remained true to his words.
Tell Biman he's talking about everyday issues. Those are the things that the people know we're going to bring to them. Certainty. He's going to bring about uncertainty. the people won't know whether he's going to do it or not. People know I'm going to do it.
As the election draws closer, there have been war of words amongst candidates. Akusita Talei, FBC News.
Still to come, FICAC lawyer says Rambuka oversight deliberate. A new college opens in Tailevu. Details after the break.
Bula, neva ngo malakai leloma ngo ngai nakas ondo makarong ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai lambasa ya ondo talita na warong ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Gua do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka. Talita kina na warong ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Wana tuma ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere namalun.
Neva ngo fane na tao ngo singa toka kita ondo talita ka ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Prime Minister Vorengem Bainimarama has stated that care and education of our young Fijians is something that must always rise above the political frame. Bainimarama made this statement while opening the new Mbau College in Tailevu yesterday. Ali Kimbia with the story.
Speaking at the new Mbau College in Tailevu, the Prime Minister said people should always support educational programs for the benefit of young Fijians.
But we should make promises about education in Fiji that are responsible and realistic. Because education is just that important. And I know
Bainimarama says his single proudest achievement as the Prime Minister has been making education free for all students at primary and secondary level.
That initiative, combined with our free textbooks and subsidized transportation to school, has put a record number of young Fijians in the classroom, which is tremendous good news for the future of our country.
The $1.6 million campus has been built with proper building plans and high-quality materials. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
FICAC lawyer Rashmi Aslam today told the Suva Magistrates Court that Sudelpa leader Sitiveni Rambuka's failure to declare all his assets with the Fijian Elections Office was deliberate. Rambuka is charged with providing a false declaration of assets, income and liabilities to the Supervisor of Elections. Catherine Krishna reports.
The FICAC lawyer said that after being appointed or elected as a member of a political party in 2014, Rambuka was legally required to declare all assets, income and liabilities to the Supervisor of Elections. He said that on December 29, 2017, Rambuka provided all the required information to the Fiji Revenue and Customs Services but withheld his investment and interest income with Ragwan Constructions Limited when he made his statutory declaration to the Supervisor of Elections on the same day. Based on those grounds, the FICAC lawyer contended that this was not a mistake but a conscious, intentional act by the Sudelpa leader. Rambuka's lawyer, Queen's Counsel Ian Lloyd, agreed in his submission that some information was omitted from the declaration with the Supervisor of Elections, but said the prosecution has not proven it was intentional beyond reasonable doubt. He said if Rambuka wanted to hide something, he wouldn't have presented all his business documents to the FRCS. The case will be recalled for judgment on October 26. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
Breakfast crackers are an iconic part of Fijian life, and FMF Foods Limited, celebrating 45 years of success, says thousands of cartons of breakfast crackers shipped to island markets monthly have a lot to do with it. Managing Director Ram Bajakal says they export up to 40,000 cartons of breakfast crackers monthly. Sainian Boiler reports.
Ram Bajikal says FMF's iconic breakfast crackers have enabled the company to stay up and running since 1973.
Oh, the breakfast crackers are by far the most in demand. They are very, very popular in the island markets, and that's a product that is very strong. But apart from that, a lot of other products, a lot of the cookies, the creams, our chips. So these are noodles, these are all products that are pretty popular as well. So they continue to grow in the island markets.
Biscuit factory manager Ritesh Nandan says in celebrating their 45 years of service, a promotion has been put together in an effort to give back to its customers.
We will have a mega draw in Nakasi whereby 5 lucky winners will have a chance to win $2,500 each.
What began as Flour Mills of Fiji 45 years ago became FMF Foods Limited in 1991.
One biscuit product now has 420 employees manufacturing varieties of biscuits for our local and export markets. Sainian Imbuela, FBC News.
Turning to world news now, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have brought relief with them to Dubbo, Australia, in the form of some much-needed rain. It's the 6th visit to the New South Wales country town by members of the royal family and comes at a time when locals are in need of a morale boost. Coming up in sports later with Jamie, the Silver Gold and Oldies Rugby Club to host 10's tournament to raise funds to provide awareness of prostate cancer. But before that, here is Anna Ravulo with all the day's business updates.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up after the break, Fiji Water goes after sports market. And in growing Fiji, Grace Road opens fried chicken outlets. Stay with us.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic.
Leading business tonight with increasing competition in the car dealership sector, Sridhar Motors Limited fights to keep up with its competitors. Chief Executive Avin Narayan says the company explores new opportunities to ensure consumers' demands are met. Narayan says they are working to take the sector to the next level by importing quality and superior technologies vehicles. Meanwhile, the car dealer unleashed its new 2019 Subaru Forester last night.
Introducing the all-new 2019 Forester. It's completely redesigned inside and outside. Forester has reached a new level of comfort, safety, versatility to support you through all your daily advantages, encouraging you to go on new ones with a tough and compact body, but yet spacious and comfortable inside.
Fiji Water launched its new sports cap bottle in Fiji yesterday. Featuring a slim and sleek design, the Fiji bottle is fitted with a convenient and new flip-top cap. The new sports cap bottle has been designed based on the company's 700-milliliter bottle. It was launched in Los Angeles earlier this year. Fiji Water Global President Elizabeth Stevenson says the bottle has been designed keeping in mind athletes. We now join Sanifa from the HFC Bank with the latest from the trading market.
Australia's jobless rate unexpectedly dived to its lowest, but the decline smacked more of statistical noise than a true signal of emerging inflationary pressures and rising interest rates. Unemployment rate dropped to 5% in September, which was forecasted at 5.3%, lowest reading since April 2012. The entire fall in unemployment was due to a sharp drop in the number of people actively looking for work. The US dollar recorded gains against its major peers this morning after minutes from the US Federal Reserve's September meeting affirmed expectations that the central bank is likely to continue raising interest rates this year. That's all from HFC Bank for now. Vinaka.
Thanks, Sanifa. On to the exchange rates. In a volatile market overnight, the Fiji dollar made gains on the currency. Our two major trading partners, Australia and New Zealand, and also rose against the euro and the yen, but slipped against the other currencies we cover. Prices fell across the commodities market. Oil prices were down to just below $70 a barrel. Gold slipped to $1,221 per ounce, and silver closed down at $14.59 an ounce. And in growing Fiji, Grace Road Company opened another eating outlet named Fierce Chicken in Suva today. This is their 40th outlet business in the country, and it's located at the new Flagstaff Plaza in Suva. They feature various styles of cooked chicken, but you must place your order first and then it'll be freshly cooked for you. Fierce Chicken head chef Sairi Kim says once ordered, preparation will take less than 10 minutes since they prefer fresh cooked and tasty chicken for all. Although fried chicken is a Korean favorite, they have a localized recipe including Fijian spices.
In Fiji, it's very interesting because I found the cassava or the root, like a rooty, flavors. Like even the breadfruit is very amazing. I'm planning to make something very special dessert or food with breadfruit or the jackfruit later. Not now. I'm quite busy for fierce chicken, and everything is amazing here.
And that's a wrap from the business desk. Jamie joins you now with sports.
Thank you, Anna, and good evening in sports tonight. The latest from the Fijian Drua ahead of NRC semi-final and results from the primary schools football IDC. This and more coming up.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Kritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Fiji Airways Ndrua coach Senirusi Seruvakula is yet to announce his lineup to take on the Canberra Vikings in the National Rugby Championship semi-final this weekend. Skipper Mosese Voka, Frank Lomani, Ali Breti Vito Kani, Levani Kurumundu and Ermasi Randrondra are all injury-free and should retain their place in the starting 15. However, with constant changes in his starting front row this season, Seruvakula is expected to name his best 3 to start against the Vikings. Now we cross live to Felipe Naikaso, who's at the Fijian Drua's team base in Nandi. Felipe, what can you say as we head to the semi-final against the Canberra Vikings on Saturday?
Yes, Jamie, very exciting times for rugby fans as the Fijian Drua have qualified for the semi-finals of the NRC and they'll be playing this Saturday at Churchill Park. I also have with me here the coach for the Drua side, Mr. Senirusi Seruvakula. Coach, you'll be expected to name your lineup probably by tomorrow. Are we expecting new inclusions? Are there any injuries, or are you sticking to that formula of rotating the players as you've done during the season?
I believe there will be some changes. There will be some changes due to some performance and also due to injury. But naming the team tomorrow, we'll be expecting some changes in the team.
Coach, big game coming up. It's do or die, semi-finals. You also played last season in the semi-finals and you lost out. Looking to turn things around and probably go on and even win the competition?
For the Drua this year, it's been a huge campaign. Last year, as you well known, that we knocked out in the semi-final. But this year, there were a lot of accomplishments that the Druas did. Top of the table and winning the Horan and Little the Shield, but we are confident it's going to be a good game on Saturday, and like any other team in the semi-final, they want to finish high and winning the NRC in 2018.
Thank you very much, coach, and all the best this Saturday.
The Fiji Airways Flying Fijians will set its base camp in Toulouse, France, while preparing for the Northern Hemisphere Test matches next month. Flying Fijians coach John McKee says the team will have 3 days of training before they face Scotland on the 10th of next month. Fiji faces Uruguay 7 days later and France on November 24th.
We'll assemble there from the 29th of October till the 31st of October. Quite an intensive 3 days, but really embed some of our game plan and also some of the things around the team values and the team culture.
It's been confirmed a sellout crowd of 26,500 screaming fans have bought tickets for Tonga's historic clash with the Kangaroos in New Zealand this week. Many of those fans met the Tongan team today, where a cunning plan for match day was revealed. Canada women's sevens forward Brittany Ben is looking forward to the opening tournament of the World Series in Colorado this weekend. Ben says she has been working hard in the preseason and is ready to give her best this weekend.
I'm always up for a challenge. I love it. I love physically challenging myself and even emotionally, mentally too, right? Going away to firefighting school really helped me, appreciate rugby and playing on that team. You don't know what you're missing till it's gone.
The Suva Golden Oldies Rugby Club will host a tennis tournament to raise funds to provide awareness of prostate cancer. As Meli Tavanga reports, about 8 teams will compete in the one-day tournament next month.
Men will have the chance to come forward and get tested on the day of the tournament.
Those that cannot afford the test, each test costs about $17.50 to about $21. So the club pitches in to provide the cost of that. So men don't have to worry about the cost of the test. All we recommend is you rock up to your medical center and get tested.
The club is in the process of finalizing the participating teams.
At the moment, we have our normal teams here in Suva. We have our colleagues from the west in Nandi, Namaka. We also have the disciplinary forces that we are talking to.
A German personal care company, Biesdorf, who supplies Nivea products, came on board to support the move.
Hair and deodorant brand in Fiji, and on behalf of our loyal Nivea Men customers, we are happy to pass on to the Suva Golden Oldies a cheque for $3,000, which I know will help in the testing and ongoing awareness of prostate cancer.
The Suva Oldies Rugby Tents will be held on November 24th at the Sacred Heart College ground. Meli Tavanga, FBC Sports.
The Lambasa football under 12 and 14 sides continued with their impressive performance at the 43rd Vodafone Fiji Primary School's IDC at Lautoka's Churchill Park today. Under 14 defending champions Lambasa confirmed their spot in the semi-final tomorrow after beating Tavoa 1-0 in the first quarter-final. In other under 14 quarter-final results, Nandronga beat Rewa 1-0 while Nandi defeated Nasinu 1-0. Meanwhile, the Lambasa under 12 side will feature in the final against Mba tomorrow. The young Bambasing Alliance beat Sanganga 1-0 in the first semis while Mba defeated Rakiraki 2-0.
Tomorrow we have 8 o'clock the under 14 semi-final, then followed by second semi-final at the ground 1 at Churchill Park. After the 2 semi-finals, we have the final for under 12 at ground 2 of Churchill Park.
That's it from sports tonight. Join Angie later on with weather. And in the world of the weird and the wonderful, Vegas Hotel takes a gamble on robot butlers. Find out more after the break.
Narang golesenya, Obama kita benakas, dorong bina kape, ona radio Fijuan, nando mibit.
Ayaw binyana, dito barongon na radio Fijuan, nando mibisi, hindi natoka.
Guado ilaisa ingatoka, rong bina na heramakawa ina radio Fijuan ingatoka.
Radio Fijuan, nando mibiti.
In new media tonight, social media is now influencing how millennials invest. Weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. We had more anticipated showers throughout the country. The heavy rain warning is still pretty much active for whole of Fiji, with strong wind warning also in place for coastal areas. Taking a look in the west, quite mild, scattered clouds and showers will be around. Eastwards from Peck Harbour to Suva, windy at times with heavy showers expected later tonight. Low-lying areas and roads might be flooded, so take extreme care. And up north, quite cool with showers also expected. The roads were flooded in some areas of Lambasa and Savu-Savu. At sea, easterly winds 25 to 30 knots, very rough seas. For the tides, high tide at 8:05 p.m. with low tide at 2:11 a.m. Sunrise at 5:34. For tomorrow, big bulla to Friday, but I'm afraid showers will still roll in. Tomorrow's temps, most centers will be at 29 degrees. And looking further on to Saturday, well, I must say I'm quite glad because as per the forecast, the showers are slowly drifting away. Well, fingers crossed for that. There's a slim chance we might see the sun. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, are you prepared for the upcoming cyclone season?
Yes, we are preparing. As we all know that next month cyclone season begins, and we have learned a lot from Winston. We will begin with our preparations next week.
No, I haven't prepared, but I'll start prepared now, ready before next month.
Yeah, I'm ready because we have all the shutters ready at home and we're all prepared for that.
Recapping the main stories for tonight, candidate numbers assigned. PM rejects offer to debate NFP leader, and Unity Fiji leader criticises economic policy. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment, this week we're asking, are you happy with the calibre of candidates contesting the election? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day, sent in by Iswina Chia. The pictures were captured at Malake Island Landing in Rakiraki. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. But before we go, the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation is hosting different political party representatives on its For the Record show each Sunday at 7:30 p.m. We had already SODELPA leader Sitiveni Rambuka and NFP leader Biman Prasad. This week, the show will feature Fiji First General Secretary Ayaz Said Qayyum. Be sure to tune into FBC TV at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe, stay warm. Good night.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ से जैसे प्रेनी नोट मशहूर है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।